Why not subpoena him and have him testify on Capitol Hill? Even if he doesn't say anything, that's going to be uncomfortable for the president to have his son testifying on the Hill.
Right. Well, when I announced the investigation early on, I said we're going to follow the money. And Hunter Biden's more than welcome to come in front of the committee. If he wants to clear his good name, if he wants to come and say, you know, these weren't 20 shell companies, they actually did something. He's invited today. We will drop everything.
Yeah, but he's not going to volunteer to do that. We both know that. But if you subpoena him, he then has to.
Right, that is a pretty direct question. Why don't you subpoena him? That is the head of the House Oversight Committee, one of the committees that has been specifically tapped by House Speaker Kevin McCarthy to begin this impeachment inquiry into Joe Biden. And this is also, that's James Comer. He has been the head of a committee that's been investigating Hunter Biden. And so far, no. He has not subpoenaed. No one has subpoenaed Hunter Biden to testify, and I wonder why. And this is actually a reason that some of the, I don't know, crazier, more extremist, less relevant and loudest Republicans are also mad at their fellow Republicans because they want that Hunter Biden subpoena. But there he is saying, well, I mean, he could calm down. He could just testify whenever, but he gets pressed on Newsmax, and here is a little bit more of that exchange.
Well, he can fight the subpoena in court. It's very difficult. You know, I think if it were easy to get a president or their son in front of a House committee, the January 6th committee probably would have done that with Donald Trump.
No, good point. Although son's different. Everyone always says Hunter Biden's a private citizen. So it's not like you're subpoenaing Joe Biden right now.
Right, okay, then he goes off the rails and really doesn't answer the question. So he's like, well, I mean, he could fight it. So anyway, he could fight. I'm scared of fighting. So that's James Comer again. And Sabrina, I don't know how you read that, but for some reason, I have thoughts, they don't want to subpoena Hunter Biden yet, or if at all. And might that have something to do with the fact that they don't have a lot of evidence and the line of questioning might be a little thin were Hunter Biden to actually sit in front of their committee? What do you think?
I think the fact that they're even talking about Hunter Biden when they're trying to supposedly impeach Joe Biden at all is, yeah, it shows that they don't really have that much. I mean, Hunter is very much not going to willingly go. I don't know why they haven't subpoenaed him yet, but yeah, probably because they don't have much. And also, I don't think Hunter would even care that much. Yeah, if you're trying to go after Joe, do that. Why bother with Hunter? You've got nothing.
Absolutely. And to their to this Newsmax reporters, who to his credit, he's right. And actually, well, or I mean to Comer's credit, he's right that he could refuse a subpoena as well. That is true. Donald Trump refused his subpoena to the January 6th committee. Everyone knew that he wasn't going to testify to the committee. He was asked to testify. He defied that. The New Republic sort of breaks it down. You know, his administration refused to provide even information to the more than 100 congressional investigations into Donald Trump, and then Trump sued his own accounting firm to try to block it from giving his tax records to Congress. Remember that? So he fought every type of investigation into his shenanigans, his family shenanigans, the shenanigans he then pulled on top of shenanigans, crime on crime on crime. Now, what's interesting though, which makes me think that maybe Hunter Biden, if subpoenaed in this, again, very off the mark attempt, political hack attempt to just, score points and impeach Joe Biden, maybe he would actually sit for it because by comparison, nearly 70 Biden administration officials have provided testimony either in hearings or transcribed interviews to the Oversight Committee. Committee members have been briefed by high-level FBI, Secret Service officials. They have received thousands of documents from the Treasury and the FBI. And let's remind everyone, there's still nothing, all right? There's shell companies, there's a phone call Joe Biden himself might have been on because his son called him in the middle of a meeting and he was like, hey, what's up, son? But that's it, we don't have anything else. It's not illegal to sit on a company's board and use your dad's name to get it. Hey, he's a Biden, okay, put him on the thing. And there is no evidence to show that he stopped an investigation into the former head of Burisma, right? No, if anything, it seems like Hunter Biden helped crack down on the corruption of that company. So there's just, you're gonna make, fail sons trying to get jobs illegal. Is that illegal? How many of senators' fail sons have jobs at corporations simply because of their last names right now? No, none of this is illegal. They know they don't have anything. And this is the reason also, and we'll get into this, why there's a little bit of a catfight in the GOP, because Matt Gaetz and others are mad that there's no subpoena. Now, granted, they're not on these committees, so they're not seeing the lack of evidence. But that's what it is. It's like Sabrina, it's like the game is, if he is subpoenaed, maybe he'll say something that totally destroys our very non-existent case, right? And he'll explain what he was doing on Burisma, he'll explain the phone calls, and that'll be that. He'll talk about his, failure to pay a certain amount of taxes, which, by the way, we all know there is a special counsel appointed to investigate the tax fraud allegations, as well as a firearm allegation. Though that's already set up. So I just feel like they're afraid of him just kind of, sitting down with his steely blue eyes and being like, oh my God, Hunter, I've seen your D pics. Okay, fine. We have nothing against you or your dad. Any final thoughts?
Well, honestly, I feel like another reason they're focusing so much on Hunter Biden right now is because his name is such a buzzword for a lot of Republican audiences. It's almost like it's the equivalent to 2016's but her emails. Oh, but Hunter Biden, they're just kind of looking for anything that's going to bring more viewers in and maybe just stretch out this process and bring more eyeballs to it.
Exactly. Like if they actually were to reveal Hillary's emails, they'd just be like, wow, another Lane Bryant, catalog sale. Like again, really boring stuff.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.